Guff from thehouse.com, and this is a Burton Nug snowboard. This is a pretty rad snowboard, and you notice that it's a little bit short. This is a 142, and that's because you're supposed to ride these boards 8 to 10 centimeters shorter than you would ride a normal board. Now, the Nug is designed for pretty much everyone, from beginner to advanced level riders that really like cruising around and enjoying all of snowboarding. Be pretty much considered an all-mountain freestyle board. Mark Solar's definitely gets rad on this, and he just presses everything and still like cruises around and drops wind lips and all sorts of other crazy stuff as well. Now, the Nug is a true twin board. The nose and tail are the exact same shape. The stance is centered, and then there's a centered flex as well. Now the flex of the board is pretty interesting. Now it's a 4, but it feels a little bit different when you're actually on it. Now the nut reduction allows you to ride this board a lot shorter than you normally do, and that's because of three major things. The first one is actually side effects. There's a lengthening of the contact points on the nose and the tail, the squeeze box shape of the core, and the board is actually a little bit wider as well. What's cool about the board is like when you look down, it will really look short. But when you are riding it and you put it on an edge, it feels like you're riding a much longer board. And that's where it's kind of a mind trip at first, but once you figure it out, it's honestly a blast to ride. The Nug has a V rocker profile shape, or a bend shape. It's pretty much continuous rocker in between the feet and on the nose and the tail. And notice how the nose and tail really don't rock up that much, or there's not a big kick of a transition. But there is something cool about the nose and the tail of the board. The board has scoop. Like just around the edge, the board actually is kind of concave and scoops up. It's good for riding POW, of course, and it's good and fun for pressing as well. Inside is a super flat core wrapped in a triax fiberglass, so this board's going to have a little bit more snap than you think that it probably would. What's cool about this core, though, it has a dual zone EGD as well, is that it has squeeze box. There's a thick and thin sections of the board that help you manipulate this board any way you want to. So on the outside of your bodies, there's going to be thicker sections. Underneath your body is going to be thin, and then in the center it's going to be thin along with the nose and the tail. So it's kind of like a wavy core. It's pretty rad, but other than that, it has jumper cables as well. There's a lightweight carbon stringers that radiate from underneath the feet to the tips of the tail. But there's so much stuff in here, and to be honest, it's a fun ride. It feels weird at first, but once you get the hang of it, which only takes a couple of runs, it's honestly a blast. Like, you will be grinning ear to ear, probably yelling, and just like, yeah! And that's the feeling that the Burton Nug gives you. Other than that, it has frostbite edges, which grip down on hard pack as well. And there's something else that I had no idea existed. The Nug has stink ink. There's sections on this board that are like scratch and sniff. And it actually smells like one of those like air freshener pine trees. It's pretty sweet. So here it is. This is the Burton Nug, and you can find it at thehouse.com. It's an awesome, well-rounded board that you can ride quite a bit shorter. Check it out.